thrilling, Sergeant. Ain't it just too thrilling? I mean, us being here in Hollywood making a picture.
Yeah.
Well, ain't you thrilled, Sergeant?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's a job. We were sent here to do a job, and that's it.
But, Sergeant, ain't you thrilled just being here, Hollywood?
Tinsel, Pyle. It's all tinsel.
Huh?
It's tinsel. It ain't real. It's all phony. It's a Barnum and Bailey world. It's tinsel.
Well, maybe so, Sergeant. But don't you want to go to the commissary with me and get some autographs?
Pyle, I told you I wasn't interested in that sort of thing.
Hey, look, Sergeant, there's Omar Sharif.
Where? That's not Omar Sharif, you dummy. Omar's doing location shooting in Warsaw, where he's the star of the Paderewski story.
Boy, what rotten luck. Just when we really had a great part all sewed up for you. I could have doubled your salary overnight, really.
Did you explain that to the immigration office?
Honey, the law's the law. Your visa expires next Wednesday. You have to be out of the country by then. There's just one way you can stay, and you know what that is.
I know.
Well, then why don't you do it? Marry an American.
What do you think I've been trying to do?
All I'm trying to say is that you can't be so choosy. You're going to have to take anybody that'll have you.
What?
It's just a temporary arrangement, a marriage of convenience. What's the big deal?
The big deal is finding this dope who let himself be used for the temporary arrangement.
Golly! Excuse me for butting in, but you're Paul Prevost, ain't you?
That's right.
I just knew it had to be you. If it wouldn't be too much trouble, could I have your autograph, ma'am?
Of course.
And would you make it out to Gomer? Gomer Pyle. I'm here with that Marine movie that they're making.
I see.
You remember that picture where you played the gypsy girl? I just couldn't believe the ending. You know, where Rosanna, what's his name, give you up to marry that rich girl. I always felt anybody'd prefer you.
You really felt that way?
Oh, yes, even though I understood why he had to give you up. You was kind of representing evil, wasn't you?
Oh, yes, I was.
And that's the way it had to be in the picture. But any other time, I'd say that you'd be the one that any man would prefer.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for the autograph. I'll always treasure it. Bye now.
Front desk. This is Sergeant Carter in room 823. I'm here with the Marine movie. Say, listen, I wonder if you could give me some information on that Hollywood premiere tonight. Oh, no, I didn't expect to get a ticket to get in. No, I was just calling to find out who could get me a bleacher seat to watch the stars come in. Yeah, I figured that was something I ought to look in on. Oh, you don't? I see. Well, who would? Oh, thank you. Could I have that phone number?
Excuse me, Sergeant.
Oh, hold it, Pyle. Operator, could I have 463-4699?
Sergeant, are you going out this evening?
Yeah, I'm trying to get some information on the premiere.
Oh, well, I saw a sign down the lobby that said you could take one of them bus tours. And...
No, thanks, Pyle. You can ride with 100 other tourists on a bus that drives you past the theater. Me, I've got my own private contacts. Hello, USO? This is Sergeant Vincent Carter. I'm here making a Marine movie. Say, I wonder if you could give me some information about that Hollywood premiere tonight.
Excuse me, Sergeant, my phone's ringing.
Well, what I want is a good place near the curb to stand. Huh? Oh, okay, I'll hang on.
Hello?
Just a minute.
Private Pyle, this is Paula Prevost.
My Paula Prevost?
Yes, darling. We met at lunch. You remember?
Golly, I sure do.
Tell me, Gomer, how would you like to attend a Hollywood premiere with me this evening?
Well, why in the world are you inviting me, Miss Prevost?
Oh, let's just say that I like Marines.
You do? Well, ma'am, would you mind holding on just a minute?
What's happening?
I don't know. I think he may have fainted.
Sergeant Carter.
Well, what time does the premiere start?
Sergeant, wait till I tell you.
Hold it, Pyle. Well, what time do I have to be there?
But, Sergeant, I've got...
Pyle, I'm talking to the USO. I'm sorry. Will you repeat that again, please? Well, if it doesn't start until 8, why do I have to be there at 5?
But, Sergeant...
Pyle, will you get out of here? Oh, that crowded, huh? Oh, well, okay, I'll leave right now. And thanks for the tip.
Hello, Miss Prevost? I'm sorry to keep you waiting, ma'am. That'll be just fine. Where are we meeting?
Just be in front of your hotel at 8 o'clock, and I will pick you up. Ciao, darling.
She'll pick us up at 8. Sergeant Carter? Sergeant Carter, we're going to be picked up at 8 o'clock by Pole Prevost.
Right this way. Yeah? Why don't you sit there, Gomer?
Well, thank you, Mr. Krasner.
Yeah. Hey, isn't this nice, huh?
Here, Harry.
Yeah, thank you, Dick.
Your waiter will be right here, Mr. Krasner.
Thank you.
God.
Champagne for everybody.
Do you have a reservation?
No. I'll sit at the bar. Give me a beer.
Well, I want to thank you all for this spectacular evening. It's kind of like a Cinderella story with me being Cinderella.
It was Miss Prevost, Pola's idea. She liked you the minute you walked up to the table this afternoon to ask for her autograph. It's true, isn't it, Paula? Tell him. I have to make a phone call. Will you excuse me? Go on, Paula. Tell him.
It's true. You may not believe this, but something happened to me today when you walked over to my table in the commissary. And tonight, sitting next to you in the theater, it seemed to be happening again.
Really? Like what?
Like what? Like love. I might as well say it right out. I love you.
Well, but you don't even know me.
How well do you know someone in a dream? In the movie, you gave me the top of the popcorn, where all the butter is. I know it's a little thing, but that's what life and love is, a lot of little things. Shall I tell you something, Gomer? I could be very happy with a man like you. Seems crazy. We just met and already we're talking marriage.
Really, Miss Pola? I don't know what to say. Well, we come from two different worlds.
But you're in my world now, Gomer. Here we act on impulse, on instinct.
But Miss Pola, I'm really very flattered, but we just don't do things like that back home. And besides, I've already got a girlfriend.
Oh.
Well, would you look who's here? It's my sergeant, Sergeant Carter. Do you mind if I ask him over here?
Why not?
My goodness, what a surprise. Pyle, how are you? It's a small world, isn't it?
Sergeant Carter, Miss Prevost, this is Sergeant Carter. Sergeant Carter, Miss Pola Prevost. Sergeant Carter's a big fan of yours as I am.
Oh, really?
Well, everybody having fun? Excuse me.
Mr. Krasner, this is my sergeant, Sergeant Carter.
Oh, how are you, Sergeant?
The sergeant's a big fan of Miss Pola's, too.
Yes, sir. There's nobody I'd rather have met in all of Hollywood. I mean it. My all-time favorite.
That's nice.
Yes, sir. You're wonderful. Just wonderful.
Well, it's getting late, and I think I should be getting on back to the hotel.
Where are you going? Do you have to leave so soon?
He has to leave,
What?
Harry.
What?
Harry, but you can stay, Sergeant, can't you?
Hmm? Sure. I'll see you in the morning, Pyle.
How long you've been a sergeant?
Good night, Mr. Krasner, Miss Prepost.
Oh, wake up, wake up.
What, Sergeant?
Listen, Pyle, the reason I woke you up was to make sure I'm not dreaming.
Huh?
I mean, I am awake, right?
Yes, Sergeant.
Listen, Pyle, you're not going to believe this. It's crazy, just crazy. It's Paula Prevost and me. We're engaged.
Engaged?
Engaged. I know it sounds crazy. I just can't believe it. It's the kind of thing a guy like me just dreams about, but, well, it's only supposed to happen in movies and fairy tales.
Sergeant, you just met her.
I know. That's what's so crazy about the whole thing.
But what about Miss Bunny?
Huh? Well, what about her?
Well, I always thought that you...
Yeah, well, this is different. I don't know. I never really asked Bunny to marry me.
And did you ask Miss Pola?
Tell you the truth, I don't even remember. There we were talking 1 minute, and the next thing, boom!
That's awful fast, ain't it, Sergeant?
Yeah, I'll tell you something, Pyle. These people in Hollywood don't think like the rest of us. They don't fool around. They like you, they marry you, just like that.
Why do you suppose Miss Pola's anxious to get married?
Huh? Well, I don't know, Pyle. She must have seen something in me. Well, you know the kind of guy she's probably used to. Softies, pretty boys, phonies, and then along comes a guy like me, and she probably says to herself, yeah, that's what I've been looking for. Somebody strong, somebody powerful, a kind of a tough father figure. Yeah, I can see what she saw in me.
And Sunday morning, after champagne, we can fly to Las Vegas and be married.
I still can't believe it. We're trained to move fast in the Marines, but boy, this is really something.
Yes, very. Oh, I have to run, darling. I'll stop by and see you on the set later.
Yeah, that guy was right. Russian pajamas do something for you. I saw Yul Brynner wearing a pair in a movie once, and he looked great. And if he could look great, think what they'll do for me with all my hair.
Yeah, they're real nice, Sergeant.
Oh, you ready to go to lunch? Oh, hi, Sarge. I didn't know you were here.
It's okay. Come in. I was just showing Pyle part of my trousseau.
You what?
Well, Pyle will explain. Put these in my room, will you? I gotta get out of here. I gotta pick up a pair of shoes and 1,000,001 things to do. Oh, Pyle, if Pola calls, tell her I'll meet her in the commissary for lunch. If not, a little later. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll see you after a while. I'm getting married in the morning.
What was that all about? Gomer, what's going on?
Well, you know Pola Prevost, the actress?
Yeah?
Looks like the sergeant's gonna marry her.
You're kidding.
Well, isn't it strange, do you? First she asked me, and then she asked Sergeant Carter. What does it mean?
One of two things. She's either a kook, or
what?
Or she's pretty cute and she just needs a husband.
Huh?
Look, first she tries you and then she goes out after the sergeant. She just needs a husband. For a little while.
A little while? What do you mean?
Well, she needs a husband for some reason. I don't know, maybe to straighten out her income tax. And when it's straightened out, she dumps him.
Why, I never heard of such...
Well, maybe you never, but it goes on, and that's what's going on right now. I'm telling you, this chick needs a temporary husband.
Duke, I just don't believe that there really are people in the world like that.
Let me ask you something, Gomer. Did you tell the Sarge what you've just told me?
Well, I tried to, but well, it wasn't easy. He just wouldn't listen.
Well, then, I guess he's just going to have to learn the hard way. He wakes up a few months or even a few weeks after the wedding and finds a note pinned to his pillow. Finito.
I know Miss Pola seems kind of strange to you, but well, she just never would do an awful thing like that.
Okay, don't believe me, Gomer. Wait and find out for yourself.
Hey, Duke, there's Mr. Krasner.
Hi, sweetheart.
Oh, hello, Harry.
Where's the happy bridegroom?
He said he might meet me here. He wasn't sure. He had so many things to do.
Probably out shopping for the honeymoon.
Please, not while I'm eating.
I told you to stop worrying. We just need that marriage certificate to establish your new status. In the meantime, you can have a very severe cold. The sergeant will understand.
You think so?
I know so. He's a very understanding sergeant. I'll see you later. It couldn't have worked out any better.
Excuse me, Duke. Hey, Miss Paula.
Hello.
It's me, Gomer. Don't you remember?
Oh, Gomer. Hello, Gomer.
I was just wondering if I could talk to you for a minute.
Oh, yes, what is it?
Well, Miss Paula, it's about you and Sergeant Carter. I know how you all do things on impulses and all, but excuse me for asking, are you really sincere about marrying Sergeant Carter?
Of course I'm sincere. What makes you ask a question like that?
Well, I just wanted to tell you one thing, ma'am. You're getting the most wonderful man, and you don't have to worry none neither. This ain't gonna be just another one of them Hollywood marriages. No, sir, this is gonna be the real thing with kids and everything.
What?
Well, I'm sure the sergeant's gonna want to start a family right away. Now that he's decided to settle down, he's really gonna settle down.
Yes, what makes you say that?
Well, the sergeant ain't the flighty kind, ma'am. With him, it's for keeps, through thick and thin, forever and ever. Just like they say in the marriage vow, till death do you part.
Yes, they do say that.
Yes, ma'am, and the sergeant's really one that goes by the book. And what better book is there than where that came from, till death do you part?
Yeah.
I mean it, really. Why, he ain't gonna let you out of his sight. He'll follow you to the ends of the earth. And won't that be comforting, ma'am, to know that he's always there, always, forever and ever, till death...
Yes, I know, till death do us part. I must run, Gomer. Excuse me, I cannot tell you how interesting it was, this little talk we had.
Hey, come in.
Hey, Sergeant.
Oh, wow. What do you got there?
Well, I got the mail, and there was a package for you.
Huh? Where's it from?
It's from Miss Bunny.
Must be another salami. You keep it, Pyle. Not that I don't want it, but you understand.
Sure, Sergeant.
She's a nice girl, Bunny. Well, that was nice of her to do that.
Sure was.
Hello, operator. Give me 462. I wonder why Paula hasn't called. I left her at least 3 messages this afternoon. This is my last night as a bachelor, Pyle. You realize that? Hello? Miss Prevost, please. Vince Carter calling. She's not there. Huh? What are you talking about? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah.
What happened, Sergeant?
It was Krasner, her manager. Paula's eloped to Las Vegas to marry her interior decorator. It can't be true. Why? Why?
Well, I don't know.
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Well, Sergeant, well, these things happen, and well, maybe it's for the best.
What?
Well, it could be. Leastwise, this shows you that she's just the marry in haste kind, and could be that's not exactly the right kind for you. In a way, I think you're kind of lucky, because, well, it would have been awful if you had married her and then she decided on her decorator.
Actually, this is really not too much of a surprise to me. Like I've been saying all along. This town ain't for real. It's tinsel, Pyle. Tinsel places, tinsel people, tinsel.
You was right all along, Sergeant.
Yeah. You know, Pyle, I've been thinking. There's a valuable lesson for you in this Polar Prevost thing.
There is, Sergeant?
That's right. Resilience. You gotta have resilience. You know, a lot of guys would have fallen apart over a thing like that. Stayed down for the count, you know what I mean? But not me. Oh, no. I'm not about to fall apart. And you know why? Because I got resilience, Pyle. Lots of it. Have a piece of salami.
Well, thank you, Sergeant.
Pyle, women are like a bus schedule. Sometimes you can depend on them, but then other times, you gotta take a train. No, sir, you can't judge a book by its... Hey, this is pretty good salami. Good old Bunny. There ain't nobody that can pick a salami like her. Not too hard, not too soft. It's just... Hello? Huh? You ready with my call to where? But I didn't place no call. Pyle, did you place a call? Hello? Bunny? Sure. Don't mention it. Yeah, I just figured I'd call to thank you for the salami. Huh? Oh, yeah, buddy. Everything's fine. Just fine. No. Well, we saw a couple of movie stars.
There's more Gomer Pyle U.S.M.C. coming up next on this Twice as Nice Morning. Golly!
The Hollywood adventure of Gomer Pyle. The sun shone brightly over the bustling landscape of Hollywood, casting a golden glow on the palm trees and the grand studio gates. Private Gomer Pyle stood with his eyes wide and a smile that seemed to stretch from one ear to the other. To him, this was not just a workplace. It was a magical kingdom where dreams were manufactured daily. He turned to his companion, the ever-stern Sergeant Carter, whose face remained a mask of professional indifference despite the glittering surroundings. "Ain't it brilliant, Sergeant?" Gomer exclaimed, his voice filled with genuine wonder. "Ain't it just too brilliant? I mean, us being here in Hollywood making a picture. It is like stepping right into the silver screen itself." Sergeant Carter sighed, a sound of weary patience. "Yeah," he replied curtly. "Well, ain't you thrilled, Sergeant?" Gomer persisted, undeterred by the short answer. "As far as I am concerned, it is a job," Carter stated, adjusting his cap. "We was sent here to do a job, and that is it. No more, no less. We are Marines, Pyle, not tourists." "But, Sergeant, ain't you thrilled just being here in Hollywood?" Gomer asked again, his enthusiasm bubbling over. "This is the place where all the famous people live and work." "Tinsel, Pyle," the sergeant barked. "It is all tinsel. It ain't real. It is all phony. It is a Barnum and Bailey world. It is tinsel through and through." Gomer blinked, trying to process the cynical outlook. "Well, maybe so, Sergeant. But don't you want to go to the commissary with me and get some autographs? Imagine the stories we could tell back home." "Pyle, I told you I was not interested in that sort of thing," Carter said, though his eyes darted around the lot. Suddenly, Gomer pointed toward a figure in the distance. "Hey, look, Sergeant, there is Omar Sharif." "Where? Where?" Carter asked, his neck snapping around with sudden, intense interest. He squinted toward the horizon, his tough exterior momentarily cracking. "That is not Omar Sharif, you dummy," Gomer realized a moment later, his face falling. "Omar is doing location shooting in Warsaw, where he is the star of the Paderewski story." "Boy, what rotten luck," Gomer muttered to himself as they moved through the studio. Meanwhile, in another part of the studio, a different kind of drama was unfolding. Paula Prevost, a stunning actress with an air of sophisticated worry, sat with her manager, Mr. Krasner. The atmosphere was tense, filled with the pressure of legalities and career survival. "Just when we really had our great part all sewed up for you," Krasner said, shaking his head. "I could have doubled your salary overnight, really. It is a tragedy of timing." "Did you explain that to the immigration office?" Paula asked, her voice trembling slightly. "Honey, the law is the law," Krasner replied. "Your visa expires next Wednesday. You have to be out of the country by then. There is just one way you can stay, and you know what that is." I know, Paula sighed, looking down at her perfectly manicured hands. "Well, then why don't you do it?" Krasner urged. "Marry an American. It is simple, effective, and keeps you on the screen." "What do you think I have been trying to do?" Paula snapped back. It is not as if suitors are lacking, but I have standards. All I am trying to say is that you can't be so choosy, Krasner insisted. You are going to have to take anybody that will have you.
What?
Paula looked outraged. It is just a temporary arrangement, a marriage of convenience, Krasner explained, waving a hand dismissively. What is the big deal? It is a business transaction. The big deal is finding this dope who will let himself be used for the temporary arrangement, Paula countered. I cannot just pick a man off the street. As if on cue, a friendly, familiar voice interrupted their conversation. Gomer Pyle had wandered near their table, his face lighting up with recognition. Golly, he whispered. Excuse me for butting in, but you are Paula Prevost, ain't you? That is right, she replied, her actress persona sliding back into place. I just knew it had to be you, Gomer said, his eyes shining with admiration. If it would not be too much trouble, could I have your autograph, ma'am? Of course, Paula said, reaching for a pen. And, would you make it out to Gomer? Gomer Powell. I am here with that Marine movie that they are making. I see, Paula said, studying the tall, honest-looking man before her. You remember that picture where you played the gypsy girl? Gomer asked, his voice full of emotion. I just could not believe the ending. You know, where Rosanna what's-his-name give you up to marry that rich girl. I always felt anybody would prefer you. You really felt that way? Paula asked, a spark of genuine curiosity lighting her eyes. Oh, yeah, Gomer nodded vigorously. Even though I understood why he had to give you up, you was kind of representing evil, wasn't you? Oh, yes, I was, Paula admitted with a small smile. Then that is the way it had to be in the picture, Gomer reasoned. But any other time, I would say that you would be the one that any man would prefer. You have a kindness in your eyes that the camera might miss, but a person standing right here surely can't. Oh, well, thank you, Paula said, touched by his simple sincerity. Thank you very much. Well, thank you for the autograph, Gomer said, clutching the paper. I will always treasure it. Bye, ma'am. As Gomer walked away, Paula and Krasner exchanged a long, meaningful look. The wheels of a new plan were beginning to turn. Back at the hotel, Sergeant Carter was engaged in his own mission. He sat on the edge of his bed, the telephone receiver pressed to his ear. Hello, front desk? This is Sergeant Carter in room 823. I am here with the Marine movie. Say, listen, I wonder if you could give me some information on that Hollywood premiere tonight. He listened for a moment, his expression shifting from hope to disappointment. Oh, no, I didn't expect to get a ticket to get in. No, I was just calling to find out who could get me a bleacher seat to watch the stars come in. Yeah, I figured that was something I ought to look in on. Oh, you don't? I see. Well, who would? Oh, thank you. Could I have that phone number? Gomer entered the room just as Carter was hanging up. Excuse me, Sergeant, he started. Hold it, Pyle, Carter barked. Operator, could I have 4634-699? Sergeant, are you going out to say goodbye? Gomer asked, confused. Yeah, I am trying to get some information on that premiere, Carter admitted, his voice lowering as if sharing a secret. Oh, well, I saw a sign down the lobby that said you could take one of them bus tours, Gomer suggested helpfully. No thanks, Pyle, Carter scoffed. You can ride with 100 other tourists on a bus that drives you past the theater. Me, I have got my own private contacts. Hello, USO. This is Sergeant Vincent Carter. I am here making a Marine movie. Say, I wonder if you could give me some information about that Hollywood premiere tonight. Gomer's own phone began to ring. Excuse me, Sergeant, my phone is ringing. Well, what I want is a good place near the curb to stand, Carter continued into his phone, ignoring Gomer. Huh. Oh, okay, I will hang on. Gomer picked up his receiver. Hello? There was a brief silence, then Gomer's eyes went wide. Just a minute. Private Pyle? This is Paula Prevost. My Paula Prevost? Gomer stammered, his heart skipping a beat. Yes, darling, the voice on the other end said warmly.
We met at lunch.
You remember? Oh, I sure do, Gomer exclaimed. Tell me, Gomer, how would you like to attend a Hollywood premiere with me this evening? Gomer was stunned. The air seemed to leave the room. Well, why in the world are you inviting me, Miss Prevost? Oh, let's just say that I like Marines, she replied smoothly. You do? Well, ma'am, would you mind holding on just a minute? Gomer turned to look at the sergeant, who was still haggling with the USO. What's happening? Krasner asked Paula, on the other end of the line. I don't know, she whispered. I think he may have fainted. Sergeant Carter. Gomer hissed, trying to get his superior's attention. Well, what time does the premiere start? Carter asked the USO operator. Sergeant, wait till I tell you. Hold it, Pyle. Carter snapped. Well, what time do I have to be there? But, Sergeant, I have got. Pyle, I am talking to the USO. Carter yelled, then returned to his call. I am sorry. Will you repeat that again, please? Well, if it does not start until 8, why do I have to be there at 5? But, Sergeant. Pyle, will you get out of here? Carter was turning red with frustration. Why, that crowded, huh? Carter said into the phone. Oh, well, okay, I will leave right now. And thanks for the tip. Gomer went back to his own call. Hello, Miss Prevost? I am sorry to keep you waiting, ma'am. Oh, that will be just fine. Where are we meeting? Just be in front of your hotel at 8 o'clock, and I will pick you up, Paula said. Ciao, darling. Gomer hung up the phone, a look of pure shock on his face. She will pick us up at 8, he whispered. Sergeant Carter? Sergeant Carter. We are going to be picked up at 8 o'clock by Paula Prevost. The evening was a whirlwind of lights and glamour. They arrived at a lavish restaurant after the premiere, the atmosphere thick with the scent of expensive perfume and fine dining. Why don't you sit there, Gomer? Mr. Krasner said, gesturing to a plush chair. Thank you, Mr. Krasner, Gomer said, feeling out of place in his dress blues, but smiling nonetheless. Hey, isn't this nice, huh? Yeah, darling, Paula said, her eyes fixed on Gomer with an intensity he didn't quite understand. Thank you, dear, Krasner said to a passing waitress. Your waiter will be right here, Mr. Krasner. Champagne for everybody, Krasner announced. As the celebration continued, Sergeant Carter appeared at the entrance of the restaurant. He looked around, feeling the weight of the high-class environment. Do you have a reservation? A host asked. Ha? No. Carter mattered. I will sit at the bar. Give me a beer. At the main table, Gomer was in high spirits. Well, I want to thank you all for this spectacular evening. It is kind of like a Cinderella story, with me being Cinderella. It was Miss Prevost, Paula's idea, Krasner said, leaning in. She liked you the minute you walked up to the table this afternoon to ask for her autograph. It is true, isn't it, Paula? Tell him. Paula stood up abruptly. I have to make a phone call. Will you excuse me? Go on, Paula. Tell him. Tell him. It is true, Krasner called after her. A few moments later, Paula returned and sat close to Gomer. You may not believe this, but something happened to me today when you walked over to my table in the commissary. And tonight, sitting next to you in the theater, it seemed to be happening again. Really? Gomer asked, his voice soft. Like what? Like what? Paula repeated, searching for the words. Like love. I might as well say it right out, I love you. What? Gomer gasped. But you don't even know me. How well do you know someone in a dream? Paula countered. In the movie, you gave me the top of the popcorn where all the butter is. I know it is a little thing, but that is what life and love is, a lot of little things. Shall I tell you something, Gomer? I could be very happy with a man like you. It seems crazy, Gomer said, his head spinning. We just met, and already we are talking marriage. Really, Miss Paula, I don't know what to say. We come from two different worlds. But you are in my world now, Gomer, Paula insisted. Here we act on impulse and instinct. But Miss Paula, I am really very flattered, but we just don't do things like that back home, Gomer explained gently. And besides, I have already got a girlfriend. Oh, Paula said, her face falling. Suddenly, Gomer spotted a familiar face at the bar. Would you look who is here? It is my Sergeant Carter. Do you mind if I ask him over here? Why not? Paula said, her mind already shifting gears. Gomer hurried over to the bar. My goodness, what a surprise. Well, how are you? It is a small world, isn't it? Sergeant Carter, Miss Prevost. This is Sergeant Carter. Sergeant Carter, Miss Paula Prevost. Sergeant Carter is a big fan of yours, ma'am. Oh, really? Paula said, her eyes lighting up with a new, predatory interest. Well, everybody having fun? Carter asked, feeling a bit awkward. Mr. Krasner, this is my sergeant, Sergeant Carter, Gomer introduced. Oh, how are you, Sergeant? Krasner asked, observing the exchange. The sergeant is a big fan of Miss Paula's, too, Gomer added. Yes, sir, Carter said, standing a bit taller. There is nobody I would rather have met in all of Hollywood. I mean it. My all-time favorite. Oh, that is nice, Paula purred. Yes, sir, Carter continued. You are wonderful. Just wonderful. Well, it is getting late, Gomer said, sensing the shift in atmosphere. And I think I should be getting on back to the hotel. Where are you going? Paula asked, though her attention remained on Carter. Do you have to leave so soon? He has to leave. He has to leave, Krasner said quickly, steering Gomer away. What? Gomer asked, confused. Sorry, but you can stay, Sergeant, can't you? Paula asked, her hand resting on Carter's arm. Sure, Carter said, mesmerized. I will see you in the morning, Pyle, Carter said, dismissing him. You know how long you've been a sergeant. Good night, Mr. Krasner, Miss Prevost, Gomer said, feeling a strange sense of relief as he walked away. The next morning, Gomer was startled awake in the hotel room. Hey, wake up. Wake up. Carter was shaking his shoulder, his face a mixture of shock and exhilaration. What, Sergeant? Gomer muttered, rubbing his eyes. Listen, Pyle, the reason I woke you up was to make sure I am not dreaming, Carter said. I mean, I am awake, right? Yes, Sergeant, Gomer confirmed. Listen, Pyle, you are not going to believe this, Carter said, pacing the floor. It is crazy. Just crazy. It is Paula Prevost and me. We are engaged. Engaged? Gomer sat bolt upright. Engaged, Carter repeated. I know it sounds crazy. I just can't believe it. It is the kind of thing a guy like me just dreams about, but, well, it is only supposed to happen in movies and fairy tales. But, Sergeant, you just met her, Gomer pointed out. I know. That is what is so crazy about the whole thing, Carter said. But what about Miss Bunny? Gomer asked, thinking of Carter's sweetheart back home. Huh? What about her? Carter brushed the question aside. Well, I always thought that we... Yeah, well, this is different, Carter insisted. I don't know. I never really asked Bunny to marry me. And did you ask Miss Paula? To tell you the truth, I don't even remember, Carter admitted. Then we were talking 1 minute, and the next thing, boom. That is awful fast, ain't it, Sergeant? Yeah, Carter agreed. I will tell you something, Pyle. These people in Hollywood don't think like the rest of us. They don't fool around. They like you, they marry you, just like it ought to be. Why do you suppose Miss Paula is so anxious to get married? Gomer asked, his brow furrowing with concern. Huh? Well, I don't know, Pyle, Carter said, puffing out his chest. She must have seen something in me. Well, you know the kind of guy she is probably used to. Softies, pretty boys, phonies, and then along comes a guy like me, and she probably says to herself, yeah, that is what I've been looking for. Somebody strong. Somebody powerful. Kind of a tough father figure. Yeah, I can see what she saw in me. And Sunday morning, after champagne, we can fly to Las Vegas and be married. I still can't believe it, Gomer whispered. We are trained to move fast in the Marines, but boy, this is really something, Carter said, lost in his own fantasy. Later that morning, the sergeant was admiring himself in a new pair of flamboyant pajamas. Yes, lovely, Paula said as she prepared to leave the room. Oh, I have to run, darling. I will stop by and see you on the set later. Good night. Yeah, that guy was right, Carter said to himself as he looked in the mirror. Russian pajamas do something for you. I saw Yul wearing a pair in a movie once, and he looked great. And if he could look great, think what they will do for me with all my hair. They are real nice, Sergeant, Gomer said, entering the room. Oh, are you ready to go to lunch? Oh, hi, Sarge, Duke said, following Gomer. I didn't know you were here. It is okay. Come in, Carter said, still admiring his reflection. I was just showing Pyle part of my true self. You're what? Duke asked, baffled. Well, Pyle will explain, Carter said, tossing the pajamas onto the bed. Put these in my room. Will you? Yeah, I got to get out of here. I got to pick up a pair of shoes and 1,000,001 things to do. Oh, Pyle, if, Paula calls, tell her I will meet her in the commissary for lunch, if not a little later. You got that? Yes, sir, Gomer saluted. Well, I will see you after a while, Carter said, headed for the door. I am getting married in the morning. What was that all about? Duke asked as soon as the door closed. Paula, what is going on? Duke asked again. Well, you know Paula Prevost, the actress? Gomer asked. Yeah, Duke nodded. Looks like the sergeant is going to marry her, Gomer revealed. You're kidding, Duke laughed. Well, isn't it strange, do you? First she asks me, and then she asks Sergeant Carter, Gomer noted. What does it mean? One of two things, Duke said, his voice turning serious. She is either a kook or what? Or she is pretty cute and she just needs a husband, Duke explained. Look, first she tries you, and then she goes out after the sergeant. She just needs a husband for a little while. A little while? What do you mean? Gomer asked. Well, she needs a husband for some reason, Duke speculated. I don't know, maybe to straighten out her income tax. And when it is straightened out, she dumps him. Why, I never heard of such. Gomer was horrified. Well, maybe never, but it goes on, and that is what is going on right now, Duke insisted. I am telling you, this chick needs a temporary husband. Duke, I just don't believe that there really are people in the world like that, Gomer said, his heart aching for his sergeant. Let me ask you something, Gomer, Duke said. Did you tell the sergeant what you have just told me? I tried to, but with him wanting it so easy, he just would not listen, Gomer sighed. Well then, I guess he is just going to have to learn the hard way, Duke said. He wakes up a few months or even a few weeks after the wedding and finds a note pinned to his pillow. Finito. I know Miss Paula seems kind of strange to you, Gomer said, but she just never would do an awful thing like that. Okay, don't believe me, Gomer, Duke said. Wait and find out for yourself. As they walked through the studio lot, they spotted Krasner and Paula at a table. Hey, Duke, there is Mr. Krasner, Gomer pointed out. Hi, sweetheart, Krasner said as Paula approached. Oh, hello, honey. Where is the happy bridegroom? He said he might meet me here, Paula replied. He wasn't sure. He had so many things to do. Probably out shopping for the honeymoon, Krasner chuckled. Please, not while I am eating, Paula said, looking stressed. I told you to stop worrying, Krasner whispered. We just need that marriage certificate to establish your new status. In the meantime, you can have a very severe cold. The sergeant will understand. You think so? I know so, Krasner assured her. He is a very understanding sergeant. I will see you later. It could not have worked out any better. Gomer decided to take action. He approached Paula as she sat alone. Excuse me, dear. Miss Paula. Hello, she said, looking up. It is Mike Gomer. Don't you remember? Oh,